Hey there, it's Kayla and welcome to On the Fritz, where I talk about books in a hot mess fashion. And let's haul some books. So these are all books that I got either gifted to myself, gifted to me, from friends and family for my birthday. And the other chunk is books that I bought myself because it was my birthday. My birthday was August 20th, so that was like 2 months ago. I've been sitting on these books for a while, but yeah, let's just get into it. We got lots of goodies. We got some comic books and a couple of miscellaneous and a good chunk of historical romances with hella gorgeous covers, so let's go. Okay, so this first chunk is going to be books that were gifted to me. So on top here I have Truth or Beard by Penny Reed with the gorgeous hand stitch covers. Her covers were the reason I picked up this series. This is book one in the Winston Brothers series. Small Town Contemporary Romance, and this was gifted to me by Kayla over at Dog-Eared Page. I love her so much. She's one of my oldest friends here on BookTube, and yeah, gorgeous. Love it. And these next three books were gifted to me by Charles over at Books on Stereo. The first one is Romancing the Duke by Tessa Dare, one of my favorite books of the year. This is book one in the Castles Ever After series. Historical romance, Grumpy Sunshine, Beauty and the Beast-ish retelling. I got volume 4 of Stephen McCraney's Space Boy. I love this comic. This is a weekly webtoon series, and he's been printing volumes out. This is like a slice of life sci-fi story about this girl who goes to Earth after living in space her whole life, and she has to be frozen to be sent to Earth, and so she's like 30 years older than all of her friends back in space, and so she's adjusting to Earth in high school, and she meets this boy that no one really acknowledges, and he doesn't talk, and he kind of just does whatever he wants. She's very intrigued, and it's just like this series is so good. Whether you like sci-fi or you just like slice of life, hit you in the feels. Love. And then lastly, he also got me Muse and Nightmares by Laini Taylor. Strange the Dreamer is one of my favorite books of all time. I still haven't finished the duology. It's kind of just, I don't want it to end, but I do need to do a reread of Strange and get to Muse. So now I got it. This next one is a comic, and I got it from my amazing good friend Sarah / coworker, and it is The Wicked and the Divine Library Edition, volume 4. So this is the final setup. I wanted to keep this on here, but I love that it's black on black. So this has like the final story arc, and then it has the hardcover of all the novellas. If you are reading this story, I do recommend that you read the novellas, because the novellas play a very important part in the finale, the conclusion. But Wicked and Divine is a fantasy comic series where there's gods that come and take over the body of teenagers, and they spread their powers through music, and they die after 2 years, and some of them start to die mysteriously, and so it's kind of like a whodunit, and then basically it just turns into what is their actual purpose and who are they really, and it's just like the backstory, and it gets very convoluted, and it takes like a windy, twisty turn to finally get to the conclusion, but it is well worth it, and it really does wrap up very well. It is finished, so if this was something that was ever on your TBR, it is all done, so you can binge through it and know what happens. Okay, and then these last two are my last two gifts, I believe, yes. And these are for my husband. My husband never gives me books, so I was so surprised and excited. And these are, they're just ones I wanted really, really bad. So he did amazing. So I got the Walking Dead Compendium number 4. I just recently found out that this contains the conclusion that it wrapped up about a year ago. And now The Walking Dead is re-releasing the single issues in color because the artwork is black and white, but it is inked. So it's really gorgeous. But if you're someone who is a super fan or wants to collect the single issues, they are re-releasing them, I think starting this month, single issues in color. But I got the Compendium number 4 and Saga book 3. Oh, I love it so much. This one is like when Hazel is like 5 or 6. Beautiful blue end pages. Saga is a space opera, Romeo and Juliet inspired story told through Hazel's point of view about her parents and how they're on the run from everybody, and there's a lot of different people involved, and love Saga. Saga's one of my favorites as well. But now I have book 1, 2, and 3, and they should be continuing the second half, I think this year sometime. I'm not sure if COVID threw a wrench in their plans, but I knew they were taking a year off and then continuing on. So it's hard for me to find like reliable comic news. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But everything else is stuff I bought myself. So I got Lock and Key and Pill Battalions Go issue 1. This is a short, I think 4-issue run that is kind of bridging the gap between like the prequel short stories of the earlier Locke family stories in Keys, and it's supposed to connect to the upcoming crossover of Lock and Key and Sandman comic series by Neil Gaiman. I'm so excited for that. That's gonna start coming out either in December or January. But I like to get the first single issues of new runs of artists or authors that I really like, and then I usually collect the floppy trade paperbacks. But since this one is only a 4 single issues, I'm not sure if I'm gonna snag all 4 of these, but this is the first one. So excited that the Lock and Key universe is continuing on. And then on the Mercari app, I saw these 3 for sale for an amazing price. And since I got number 4, I decided to get 1 through 3. And so those are The Walking Dead Compendium 1, 2, God, these are so big, and 3. 3 and 4 are so much bigger than the rest. And from what I read online, the series kind of ended unexpectedly. Like no one knew that it was going to end. I mean, I had no idea. I thought it was still going on because I remember seeing all the single issues still at the comic store. Okay, so now we are getting into the historicals. So I had a couple like singles, but I'm gonna do these in 2 big batches. So this first lot is a lot that I also got on the Mercari app. And it was just like a variety, and I liked the covers. So I have Dancing on the Wind by Mary Jo Putney. And this is the nipple step back. have Apache Conquest by Teresa Scott. Pretty clinch. Maggie and the Gambler by Anne Carberry. This one's really pretty. Captive Kiss by Amy Christopher. This is a Heartfire, which are always so pretty. Daring Desire by Colleen Quinn, another Heartfire. Memphis by Sarah Orwig, which I think she's a series where it has like different cities. I've heard of this one. And I believe these are all American historicals. I have Dakota Dreams by Constance O'Banion. This is a Lovegram. Love the colors. Mail Order Bride by Maureen McCade. The Pirate and the Pagan by Virginia Henley. I'm trying to collect the clinch covers and people keep snagging them from me. All I can find are these covers, but there's, for this series, gorgeous clinch covers out there. Another Step Back Saturday one is Straight for the Heart by Marcia Graham. Fun Gambler, and this is the one with the hair. Full spread step back. Love it. And lastly from this lot is My Enemy, My Love by Elaine Kaufman, and this clinch is so gorgeous. The pinks and the blues. Okay, in this last set, I'm slowly collecting I want to collect all the Texas titled Lovegram and Heartfires. But there's also a lot of non-Texas ones that are just gorgeous that I want to collect. So I'm just on the hunt for all of the Lovegram and Heartfires out there. But all of these I bought off of Better World Books. They're having a good sale, and I basically got like $1.50 off each book. So I saved like over $20 plus free shipping. So I got all of these. So I got Texas Gamble by Vivian Vaughn. This is one of my favorite covers I own. It's the Lovegram. Got Wild Western Bride by Rosalind Alsbrook. A Lovegram. Got Wild Texas Heart by Dina James. We got the Voyeur horse in the background. Tempting Texas Treasure by Wanda Owen. Lovegram. Love the green and yellow. Texas Destiny by Dana Ransom. I think this is a newer Lovegram because it's got an itty bitty sticker. This is another gorgeous one. Texas Angel by Carol Finch. A Lovegram. Another Voyeur horse. Sweet Texas Wildflower by Lauren Wild. Lovegram. Love the colors. So I snagged one of these at Half Price Books, and then I completed the trilogy because the covers are gorgeous. So I have Moonspun Magic by Catherine Coulter, the purples and blues. Midsummer Magic by Catherine Coulter, greens and orange. And Calypso Magic by Catherine Coulter, greens and pinks. Oh, so pretty, this trilogy. Can't wait to put them on Instagram. Okay, continuing on, I got Montana Moonfire by Carol Finch. I'm also collecting titles with Montana in them. I'm originally from Montana, so anything Montana and Texas, I am snagging. Sweet Texas Magic by Evelyn Rogers. This one's really pretty. The purple. Wild Texas Flame by Janice Reams Hudson. This is a Heartfire. Two more. I got Texas Magic by Wanda Owen. This is the library edition, so I need to figure out how to take this. It's like laminate off. I don't think I can, but I think I can take the sticker off down here. But this one's really pretty with the dark blues and purples. And finally, I have Texas Star by Dina James and a Lovegram. This one's so pretty. Another Voyeur Horse. So yeah, so those are all the books that I was gifted / treated myself to. At Better World Books, they're having like a 20% off for the fall. And so I'm trying to see if there's anything else on there that I can snag because it's discounted plus free shipping. So check them out if you're on the look for any kind of used book out there. But yeah, I'm slowly building my collection. I got this small 2-shelf bookshelf from my brother-in-law, and it is almost completely full, and it's just my mass market romances. So that makes me really happy. I'd like to find a way, like I'd like to double stack them and maybe display my covers kind of like this, but I can't get them to stand up. That's like propped in an angle. How does that look? Does that look? You can't see. Can you see that one? No. So anyways, I'm gonna figure out how to display them, but I got them for the gorgeous covers. Someday I'll do some reading vlogs, reading through these bad boys. A lot of them aren't too bad, but there's some like thick, over 500 pages, and the text isn't, I mean, this one's a little bit bigger, but there's some that have like tiny text and they're thick. So thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, I love showing my babies to you. I have all my social media links down below if you want to be friends on other places. Consider subscribing if you want to see more hot mess content from me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!